You have arrived at week 12. A quiet yet significant milestone on this long journey. You may be noticing a gentle shift taking place within you. That intense early fatigue and nausea may finally be starting to soften. Here, life begins in perfect warmth and safety, allowing you, perhaps, a moment to catch your breath. And just as your own body finds this new, gentler rhythm, another, more hidden rhythm is beginning inside of you. This is the 12-week mark. This is your baby at 12 weeks, no longer just passively growing, but actively, beautifully, beginning to dance. In these quiet moments, an invisible architecture is taking shape. The brain and nervous system are maturing at an incredible rate. Millions of tiny connections, called synapses, are forming, building a complex network. And here, on our 3D visualization, we can see the result. The brain is now sending its first deliberate signals down the spinal cord, reaching out to the newly formed muscles. This is no longer just random movement. This is practice. The National Institutes of Health, or NIH, explains that your baby is now developing simple reflexes. Look closely at the hands, which are now perfectly formed. If you could reach in, you would find that a gentle touch on the palm would cause those tiny, delicate fingers to curl and grasp. The mouth, too, is beginning its essential life-sustaining work. It can open and close, and is already practicing a sucking motion. These are the very first instincts, hardwired for survival, developing months before they are needed. We can also see the toes, which will now curl inward if the sole of the foot is touched. And if there's a sudden movement from the outside world, the baby might make a quick, jerky motion with its arms. The very first instance of a startle reflex. But development this week isn't just about movement. Inside that tiny larynx, vocal cords are now forming. The silent, physical foundation for their very first cry, their first sound. The skeleton, which was mostly soft cartilage, is now hardening into bone. This process, called ossification, begins in the hands, feet, and limbs. And in another amazing milestone, the kidneys are beginning to function. The Mayo Clinic notice they are now producing and passing tiny amounts of urine, which becomes part of the amniotic fluid you see surrounding them. Even the intestines, which had been growing in the umbilical cord, are now moving into their permanent home in the baby's abdomen. What you are watching is the beautiful, silent rehearsal for life. Every tiny twitch and curl a sign that your baby is preparing to meet the world. It can be hard to connect these incredible developments with a person you cannot yet see or feel. The miracle of life unfolds. But this tiny, complex human, now fully formed in miniature, is about the size of a single small lime, small enough to rest in the very center of your palm. As your baby becomes so wonderfully active, your body is finding a new balance. For many, this week marks a welcome turning point. The placenta, now fully formed, is taking over the critical job of hormone production. This is why that early, overwhelming fatigue and nausea often begin to fade. You are likely feeling your own energy start to return. At the same time, you may notice new sensations. According to ACOG, your uterus is now growing up and out of your pelvis. You might feel a new roundness, a gentle pressure in your lower abdomen. This growth, along with your body's massively increased blood volume, can sometimes make you feel a bit dizzy or lightheaded if you stand up too quickly. Be gentle with yourself. Move slowly and rest when you need to. These are not signs of weakness. They are the powerful signals that your body is doing its incredible, supportive work. This week marks a beautiful, profound shift. The end of one chapter and the beginning of the next. We invite you to share in the comments below. What small moments are making this journey begin to feel wonderfully real for you? A final moment of connection before we say goodbye. Thank you for sharing this quiet moment of wonder with us. Join us next week as we explore week 13.